Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to change your oil in your Alfa Romeo Stelvio. This is a 2-liter 2021 Alfa Romeo Stelvio. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, I put out a lot of content only for Alfa Romeo vehicles. So if you own one of these cars or are looking to get one of these cars, then this is the channel for you. As you guys can see, I have the car lifted up on these wooden stands, wheel cribs, whatever you call them. And if you guys want to know how to do that, I have a separate video. I'm going to link to it in the video description as well as the video card above. The nice thing about the Stelvio is that it has these markings here on the side skirt, and this tells you exactly where to look for the jacking points for this car, which is this one right here. Same thing for the front. We can see that we have a jacking point right there. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need your oil, of course. In my case, I'm using Mobil1. It's your preference, whatever you want to use. This is going to be a 0W30. This is what's required for this car. Just make sure that it matches the specs that are required for the car. I also have this Mopar oil filter right here. You don't have to go with Mopar, but in my case, I like to go with OEM anytime that I can. And right here, I also have a new oil plug. It is not required that you change this on every oil change. You only need to replace this if you see that the seal is going bad. Since you're going to need to remove the underpan, you're going to need this Torx bits. This is a T30. And this is a T25, and you're also going to need this 13 millimeter socket for this oil plug right here. Of course, you can do it manually or you can use your favorite power tool. These are all the screws that you're going to need to remove. These are the ones that are securing the underpan to the car. This underpan has seen better days. This is where one of the screws used to go. It's all ripped up. Same thing on this side right here. And this is basically what happens when you let other people take care of your car, or in other words, work on your car. I had been taking this car to a third-party shop to take care of my oil changes, and this is what happens. Most shops don't really care what condition they leave your car in. And if you've seen one of my other videos where I had an oil leak in my Giulia Quadrifoglio, thankfully this oil leak is not an active one. It looks like this may have been oil spilled. I checked the underside of the car and it's completely dry. As you saw earlier, I already removed the underpan. That gives me access to the oil filter and the oil plug. It helps to warm up the engine before you drain the oil. I am going to be using this oil filter wrench to remove the filter. This is completely optional. You can use your bare hands if you want to. It's really up to you. I am just carefully removing this oil filter so that I don't get oil all over me. Now that we got the oil filter out, let me go ahead and remove the oil plug. Here's another fun fact. The shop that did my oil change the last time over torqued this bolt, so it's really difficult to take off. So I'm gonna have to use extra leverage here to get it off. All right, let me go ahead and remove it now. Oh, shit. It's also a good idea to loosen the oil cap to let the oil drain much faster. So here I have the new oil plug. I am going to be adding a little bit of oil here just to lubricate the seal. This doesn't need to be super tight on there. It only requires 15 foot-pounds of torque. Next up, we got the oil filter here. So it's a good idea as well to lubricate this seal. We're also going to be adding a little bit of oil in here to speed up the lubrication process as we start the engine again. When you're adding oil to this filter, you don't want to fill it up all the way to the top because remember that you're putting this filter at an angle like this. So it's going to spill out if you do that. A quarter full should be fine. All right, so we're going to fill up the engine again with fresh oil. Since we have replaced the oil and the oil filter, it requires that we put in 5.5 quarts or 5.2 liters of fresh oil. I'm going to be using a funnel here. Make sure that you clean this thoroughly when you're doing this. You don't want any debris going into the engine. Now, the only question is, do we put in the oil like this? Or do we do it like this? I'll let the comments decide that one. One of the frustrating things about this 2-liter engine is that there is no dipstick. So we have to rely on the oil sensor that's in the oil sump to tell us how much oil we have in the engine. And even that takes some time to do. That's one of the things that I wish this engine had compared to my Quadrifoglio over here, which is so convenient to have that dipstick in there. It makes the job a whole lot easier. All right, so we're pretty much done here. The last thing I gotta do is to start the engine and go underneath the car to make sure that there are no leaks. Once we start the car, you want to go into the infotainment system and look for vehicle information. Go ahead and hit that. Then we want to scroll down to engine oil, and right here it says that we need to run the engine for 5 minutes on a level surface and wait for this thing to update. So I have done that, and you can see here my oil level. So it is within the acceptable threshold. I may need to add just a little bit of oil to get it to go all the way to the maximum. And I know some of you guys are going to be wondering how to reset the oil life. So notice that here I have already reset it. I have a separate video that is going to show you step by step on how to perform this using AlfaOBD. So go ahead and check the video description or the video card above to learn how to do that.
Love the channel? Join as a member for bonus videos, early access, shoutouts, and more. Just click the join button. It helps me keep creating and you get cool perks. Thanks.